all of us are very lucky. We're in very lucky situations. None of us will. And then what if you divide the world to have those who will suffer and those who will benefit from this, we will most likely be not out of our own what you call this merit. We just happen to be in a place nga we are so lucky. We won't be suffering from this. I mean, a lot of people will be suffering from this, but we are the lucky ones. We could even benefit from this. So that's why, like, I feel a bit guilty, or like I feel very self-conscious talking about this in public, because it's like it's almost like see what's her name? See Marie Antoinette, and during the French Revolutions, not knowing what happened. But the thing is, like, it's like we have to talk about it as well. But it's but
are you afraid that it romanticizes the situation?
No, it's like it's like, imagine you're eating steak, and then and then outside there are people who are hungry. You could eat steak, but just don't show it to them, man. It's like I mean, the world has always been like that. Now it's just more. It's just been clear.
Pronounced.
Yeah. No, sorry, I agree that we're very lucky. Good, like kanang, just the fact that like si Makoy, for example, Roy, you're actually choosing to be in the front line, so to speak, no, and and in a way that's very dangerous in that sense, no. But of course, you want to help people, so I'm all for that. Like, good on you, pero like we're very lucky in a sense that we get to stay home, we get to be here, and we can actually survive, more than survive, in the foreseeable future. I think it's important, and thank you, Khalil, for pointing that out also. No? Okay, it's important that we always remember that too.
So just to kind of add on that whole thing, that's kind of one of the more light at the cracks of this whole situation. I'm just kind of looking at this as like World War II. Like, it was pretty bad then, but when World War II ended, if you look at from the 50s to, I want to say 80s, got it? Like, people who survived World War II were well off. Like, well, the countries that won the war, where they were, like that was the time a single income household can survive and even afford a home, in a big city, in an expensive area. Because not being insensitive about it, so many people will die from this. Like people who are like in New Zealand, like majority of the population, like Japan, is old. Like it's pretty crazy. Like my friend in the UK, young stepdad is over 70 and has a lung condition. They are not taking any chances because they have kids in the house. Now he's just in the room and they're just sliding food by his door and he eats it from there and goes back to his room. Like it's one of the magnitude sa situation, but whoever survives this, will benefit from, unless they're really, they're mazero jud sila. Whoever survives this will kind of reap the benefits of.
No, but also, like, I think there's an article earlier today or something that like Spain is considering universal, what do you call that? Universal income? What is it called?
Basic income, yeah.
Universal basic income. And I don't know, like, say what you want, you may agree or disagree, but that is definitely a step, considering the pandemic. That is something that is probably going to be good in the long run, especially if we can expect more of these pandemics to happen. So apparently this is like the third coronavirus. It just so happens that the first two was in a way ironically more dangerous, because if you had it prior, like SARS, then you would automatically be socially distant from everybody. Now it's a big sphere because it's unclear who has it. Diba? It's not as dangerous as like SARS or something, but
you
it
don't get
spreads.
it and you die. Yeah, you can be a carrier.
Yes, exactly. You can be a carrier and, give it to a lot of other people before you even realize it. As opposed to SARS, if you're a carrier, everybody knew you're a carrier and you're automatically shut away in a room. No?
Yeah.
So, Mona, and then, I don't know where I was
I'd
going
like to
with
add
that.
something to what McCoy said about World War II and what happened after World War II and the great success that happened with World War II. That's actually what Mo said. Na what it's gonna be like after this is just a whole pool of opportunities.
Yeah.
And it really depends on who is ready to take on those challenges and take advantage of the opportunities, as opposed to those who just sit around and just surviving. So the potential to thrive after this global pandemic is just massive, and could be redirection of business, could be redirection of focus. But you're right, Makar. I agree with that. Na just like for us, kami Chinese, no, our grandparents came into a situation where there was just teeming with opportunities. They started with nothing, but there were so much opportunities, and we are what we are today because of them. So we could be the next generation of our own grandparents, what they were able to do during the time that they were going through so much difficulty. So I would say, yeah, that's one way to look into it. How are we going to be resilient and opportunistic? I hate to say it, but you're right.
Well, I think
The reality is
I
people are
think we
gonna
should
die.
I think you can actually just not use, opportunistic sounds. You can rephrase it to, it's just looking at the brighter side of this very dark time in, the world history. Because the truth is, if we were all doom and gloom, then that is not a good way to survive as well, diba?
Mm-hmm.
No.